Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages, welcome to this edition of the Boar's Nest. Thank you once again for coming and enjoying this great show with myself, Bubba Duke, and this great guy underneath me down here, OMD. How's your week been, my friend?
My week has been fantastic, brother, and it only gets better from here.
I heard two great things are happening this weekend for you, my friend. Number one, I hear your boy's coming to visit.
He is. I'm getting him tomorrow for the weekend, and I couldn't be more excited. I haven't seen him since the end of August, other than video chats twice a week. So
I heard you got the same kind of thing I'm doing right now, where I get to see my kid video chat and get weekends, but it's a special weekend. Not only is it Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody watching. But it is your birthday tomorrow, my friend.
Yes, it is.
So, behalf of everybody that runs this place called the Boar's Nest, I'd like to say happy birthday and wish you the best in your next year. Hopefully,
thank you, brother. I'll be another year older, but none the wiser. So,
ain't that the truth, my friend? We get older, but we never get smarter.
Right. In fact, we start to lose it.
I was going to say, I've already lost it, dude. I buried those marbles a long time ago.
Right?
Yeah. But I do have a couple topics I'd like to talk to before we get to this amazing game that we are playing today. Unfortunately, it's not multiplayer, but we had to check this game out, people, because I've heard nothing but good things about it. It's very accurate to the time and to the era that it is based on. But before we get into this game, two major things I want to talk about. Now, I will say this flat out. The Boar's Nest generally stays away from religion, politics, and just typical BS. We generally try to stay away from that stuff. Because I don't mind stepping on toes, but when it comes to politics and religion, I have my beliefs. You have your beliefs, my friend.
Yes, absolutely.
And I don't like stepping on toes. I don't like stepping on toes when it comes to especially religion and politics. But, and I say this, I don't even know how to talk about this subject because I haven't done a whole lot of research on it. I've had a little bit of time to kind of look at it, and I heard and it's coming into effect Friday, from what I hear, which is tomorrow, that Justin Trudeau and his wonderful government wants to censor podcasting. I almost threw up.
Right.
Um,
I don't know a lot of the details on this.
okay.
I have heard something about everyone who has a podcast must register it. So I don't know what that
Right.
means. If it just means that we have to register so that they can check it out.
Yeah. The gist I got, it's not going to cost you anything to register,
Okay.
but this means I'm trying not to throw up in my mouth right now, dude. I'm so sorry. Um, because it's going against everything that Canada was built on.
Right.
Was our freedoms, our rights to do what we want, our rights to say what we want, obviously within reason, nothing ridiculous like, oh, I'm going to go out and murder this person, like within reason.
Right.
But he wants to basically tell us what we're allowed to say and not allowed to say. So within history, we know how well this goes when people are
Right.
forced to do what they're not comfortable with. Prime example, Nazi Germany and communist Russia and communist China and communist Korea and Vietnam. This is the basis that this is what I see and what my brain goes to when someone says censorship to that degree.
Right. We have to look at what is being censored, what is the whole basis of it. And I mean, again, if we don't know, we have to sort of keep an open mind to this idea. And how long is it going to last? What is it going to take from everybody? Because we do
Yes,
know that, there will come a time when, in all likelihood, all podcasts are going to have to probably be not only registered, but then paid for.
right. In my opinion, we pay enough to podcast because we pay for the ability to use StreamYard.
Right.
We pay for the ability to have our intro music. We pay for the ability to have our intro video, our extra video, our leaving the show video. We pay for that. We pay
Absolutely.
for Xbox Live. We pay for that. We pay for the games we play. I think if you're a news podcast, I can understand being censored.
Right.
But a podcast that's about gaming and nothing else other than like wrestling maybe or sports,
Right.
which is what we're going to get into, why censor and why have to register that?
Right. Oh, absolutely.
That's kind of where I'm going with it. Like,
oh, I get it. But I mean, again, you have to look at, and I mean, we haven't hit that point yet where we're, an overly huge or not overly known, and there's lots of different gaming
yeah,
podcasts out there worldwide that have far more viewers and followers than we do.
exactly.
And I mean, you've got these YouTubers, you've got
Guys on Twitch, guys
exactly
on what's that
Kick.
Kickstarter, whatever that thing is. Kick, yeah, it's Kick.
Yeah, there's Kick, there's Twitch, there's
YouTube, even like you said. But
yeah,
my thing is, I think once you get to a certain viewership, okay, yeah, sure. Now you need to register. You need to let us know that hey, you have say 1,000 viewers every show.
right,
Cool. Okay, then now that's something you need to start. Okay, yeah, we need to pay attention to that as a government. What number one? What are you podcasting about? Okay, you're not podcasting about politics, religion, money, what's going on in the world as far as like important events. Who cares? You're doing gaming. Okay, cool, whatever. Bye. We'll leave
yeah,
you alone. But the minute you change what you're podcasting about, as far as in that genre, where you're talking politics or you're talking religion or
Right.
major world events, then yeah, now you need to tell us that, hey, that's what you're doing now.
Yes. There's actually something that I just learned, and I mean, it's a completely different scenario. And yes, this actually happens over in China, and that is a social credit score.
Oh, okay.
And this is to the extent if you jaywalk,
Wow.
the money is taken directly out of your account. They just
Holy.
take your fine.
Yeah. And again, that's communism.
Right?
I'm sorry, but I'll close my bank and pay me cash. You know what I mean? But again, I know it's an extreme, and that's what
It
some people
is.
are doing with this. Is they're, well, you're going to censor everybody now?
Yes, there
I
are
don't.
people who are going to take it to that extreme view. There are others who
Yes.
are going to sit there and go with the exact opposite extreme of, oh, this is the absolute right thing to do, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Liberals.
Yeah.
I'm I'm at the point of um I don't want to say that our podcast is just bullshit podcast, because we do
Right.
enjoy doing what we're doing, but why should I have to tell you what I'm doing for you to censor what I'm allowed to say? This is why I got into podcasting, because I could say what I want. I could do what I want. Play games, talk football, talk wrestling, talk sports, talk. And I personally said no politics, no religion. I don't give a shit about money, whatever. I just don't want to talk about that stuff.
Right.
That was me personally that said that, not being forced to say that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I get our podcast, yeah, it's just gaming, but
Right. Like
really,
when we
you're
do
gonna
an episode like pausing the game, is that going to be
censored now.
right?
You know what I mean? Like,
When, and I mean, if you look at something like that, what is this going to do? That is going to seriously affect people's mental health.
yes, again, censorship to a degree I can understand. Okay, I can,
Absolutely.
because you don't need to be talking shit about the prime minister. Because I mean, the guy knows he sucks as a prime minister. There's plenty of people that have decals on their trucks and cars that let him know. Shit, there's been how many rallies from the West Coast to Ottawa, from the East Coast to Ottawa, to let this man know he's screwing up, right? Like, there's charges now for people that have done said rallies to
Right.
Ottawa. I can't mention names. They know who they are, and people know who they are.
Right.
Unfortunately, I think it's wrong, because it is a freedom and a right that we have as Canadians to go to said parliament and let them know that, listen, we're not happy with what you're doing. Fix it.
Right.
Do something positive for a change. But no, these people have been charged for inciting said rallies and riots and things that, well, guess what? These people that did the riots and broke shit were not with these people, but they're getting blamed for it. So it comes down to, okay, yeah, if you want to go to Parliament Hill and let them know that, listen, hey, these guys are screwing up, go there with the sign by yourself and say, listen, I'm not happy with what you're doing. Please fix it.
Right.
I mean, are they going to just tell you to leave? Okay, they told you to leave. Guess what? I'm still not happy, but I'll respect the fact that you're a police officer or a parliamental
Right.
security, and you're asking me to leave Parliament Hill because you don't want to see bad things happen, not only to me, but to buildings or property around Parliament Hill. Okay, cool. I made my point. Thank you. I'm out. I don't want to get in trouble, right? But
Right.
these people, these said people, as we all know, parked transports and blocked downtown Ottawa.
Right.
Okay, was as a trucker at that point, I was driving transport. Was I
Right.
invited? I was invited. It was all over the radios, all
Right.
over the CB. Hey, if you're headed this way, stop downtown, bring your load. We don't care. Get downtown, block off, and we're gonna shut down Ottawa so that they hear us. That's where I was just like, no, I like my job.
Right.
I understand what you're doing. I don't agree with shutting down the town center for our capital so that nobody can get in, nobody can get out, and you're blowing your horns at ridiculous times of the night. And like people lived on there. People had their whole lives disrupted because number one, buses couldn't run down there to pick them up to go to work. They
Right.
couldn't get their vehicle if they had a vehicle in or out. They couldn't, you know what I mean? Like there was so many things wrong with how they went about this um, patriotism, I'll call it.
Right.
They did it wrong. The second time they like even the first time when they went in and like shut down that one street,
Right.
that was still wrong. They did it wrong. They shouldn't have blocked intersections. They shouldn't have stopped traffic from moving downtown.
Right. No, by no means you
They should have
should
all
you
their
have.
trucks at a truck stop. The way I would have done it was I would have had pickup trucks, yes, because you could park those kind of off the road
Yep.
with your big posters saying, we're not happy.
Right.
But they had like 40 to like 100 transports in downtown Ottawa where transports
Right.
really aren't meant to go. Like, yeah, you could get them in there, but I mean, that's just not what they're meant to do. So I appreciate the idea. I appreciate that these patriots, I'm going to call them,
Right.
stood up to our government and said, "Listen, we're not happy. Please do something correct here. Fix this." The way they did it, I don't agree with.
Right.
The way it was done, the way it was handled, the way it was. I can understand why there's charges pressed. I can understand why some of them have spent a significant amount of time in jail.
Yeah.
I can understand it. Like I said, this is going to be the last time we talk about politics, but I had to say something because it was it's very upfront and prevalent still because these people are going through court now for what they did. The ones that were arrested for being the main conspirators, but I call them patriots.
Right.
They're just trying to make things better for the rest of Canada. They just went about it the wrong way. Can you blame them? No, but yes, because they
Right.
didn't stop and work it out. They just went, "Let's do it. Let's go." Um. So yeah, censorship is coming. I don't think they're going to be bothering little guys like us. Honestly, I think
Right.
they're going after the bigger podcasters with like 1,000 or
Right.
more or 500 to more viewers on a regular basis.
Right.
So that's where I think they're going with it. Do I agree? Not really. Can I stop it? Probably not. Can I be upset with it? Can you be upset with it? By all means, yes, we can be.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, we're going to comply to a degree.
Exactly.
Am I going to let somebody else run my podcast? No, because
Not a
guess what?
chance.
You're not paying my bills. You're not paying. Like, not saying we make money off this because I mean we don't. Let's be honest. We do it
No.
because we love gaming. We do it because it's a way for us to express how we
Right.
feel about gaming and games in general. It is what it is at this point. It is.
Right.
I mean, shit. If they start making us pay, I'm sorry, but bye.
Right.
I'm not paying whatever, say it's $50 a month so that I can have somebody censor everything that I talk about
Right.
and have to, okay, fine, write me a script. I'm illiterate, so good luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then start paying my bills. I'll podcast more if they're gonna pay me.
Right.
Shit, hey bro, let's do this full time, and they'll pay us, $20 an hour to podcast and play games.
Right.
Hell yeah.
We could do that all day.
Right? I'd be up easy from like 9 in the morning till about 10, 11 at night.
Yep.
All day. I would do it. Hell yeah. Don't sing it, boys, bring it. So that's, I don't know about you, but I just wanted to get that out there that Trudeau is at it again, and he's trying to censor everything. Very, very communist to me. But again, it doesn't surprise me it's Trudeau.
Right.
So what can you do? Either get on board or get off the ship, right? Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But we will be looking. I will be looking into it a little deeper and giving updates as I learn more. I'll give more updates
Yes.
on how it
Absolutely.
works, but it won't be. We won't go on about it like this, like for half an hour. It'll be okay. So this is what I figured out. Yeah, no, they're not going to bother us. Let's game up. Okay, we're out. Let's go. The second, the best news, dude. This is the best news since I found out that I could eat blueberry ice cream with blueberry pie. Okay, for me,
Okay.
one Edge, aka Adam Copeland. I always say his name wrong.
Adam Copeland. Yes.
Adam Copeland is All Elite Wrestling now.
Yes, he is. I watched the pay-per-view Wrestle Dream on Sunday night. Fantastic show.
Okay.
I was ecstatic to see him. The way they did the video package for him to come in,
yes,
had me confused. I thought it was somebody else coming from Impact.
Ooh. Because they had that big black car, and they had him all in, like, he was wearing all black, I think it was.
All black, with the leather jacket with the spikes, which is the same type of car that this other wrestler from Impact tends to drive. Same type of outfit he tends to wear. And this guy from Impact happens to be Jon Moxley's best friend and business partner.
Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Which one is that now? I know there's two guys.
I'm talking Sami Callihan.
Yes, I was just going to say I think it's Eddie, and then there's, okay. Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, because I watched it too.
And then right. And then as they were doing the video package, right? And then all of a sudden you see in the street, rated R, and I was just like, my jaw hit the floor.
Yeah. I was watching, obviously, after the whole fact, a video clip of that when he came in, he made his debut. And I caught that rated R, and I'm like, what? No, that can't be Ed. Who are they trying to knock off his Edge now? You know what I mean? Like,
right?
Because I understood that he was still part of WWE, that they were having contract negotiations, and they were trying to work out his contract. And
he'd had a contract offer, yes.
And I thought
with an
that
extension waiting to be signed. He chose, as he explained last night on Dynamite.
Yeah, I missed it.
And I mean, he said this in numerous other interviews as well. He asked his family, what do I do? And retirement was definitely on the table.
Retire again.
Yep.
extend the
But-
contract or go somewhere else.
But this time the retirement would have been on his terms.
This is true. Very true.
And his 9-year-old daughter said, "Go have fun with Uncle Jay."
No way. How can you say no to that when your daughter literally says, "Dad, you know what? Go have fun with Uncle. Let's see what you can do there."
Right? Right.
That is cool. That's cool.
So, I mean, we saw it last night when he invited Uncle Jay, Christian Cage, out to the ring.
Yes.
Which
I did
we
see a
also
clip of
know,
that.
which is also how they're starting off his first rivalry.
And I heard, now correct me if I'm wrong, it's October 10th. He's wrestling against Luchasaurus.
Yes, he is. This coming Tuesday, as they are
Okay.
doing a very special Title Tuesday Dynamite. And I give them credit in the fact that they are not trying to interrupt their own network with the NHL season beginning Wednesday.
There you go. That's pretty smart. So that is some great news for Edge fans. Um, his theme song, they meddled that shit out. It sounded great. Um, I didn't watch the pay per view. I was just like I said, I was watching a clip on my phone, and I heard. So you think you know me, dude? The hair. Look, it's doing it again. All the hair on my arms stood straight up.
Right.
Goosebumps.
And it was actually funny because he changed it. And it now says, "You think you know him."
Oh, okay.
And he had Beth record that.
That was Beth.
That's Beth.
Dude, see, my brain went straight to the original. So you think you know me? I didn't hear that.
So did mine as well. So did mine as well.
Okay, so I'll go. What I'll do then is I'll go back and I'll actually listen to it because again, caught up in the moment,
right?
Going, who is this guy? And then I seen, like you said, the rated R, and I'm like, God, who the hell are they trying to pass off as Edge? And then I heard his theme music, and my brain automatically went to, so you think you know me?
Right.
Because I was just at that point. I think I was at work watching this, and I think I screamed, to be quite honest. I went, fuck yeah. Like I was super excited, super happy, because what's a better thing than Edge and Christian? Even if all they do is have a feud, what's better than that?
Right.
At this point in time, and just to see him when he came into the ring, because I got to watch a bit of it was a bit of a clip. I got to watch him shake hands with the young guy, Darby Allin. I got to see him pick up Sting and help Sting and shake Sting's hand and say, thank you for everything you've done, for getting me here, helping me get here, you know what I mean? Like, there was just that connection between Sting and Edge. There's just that, they're two legends in that ring with that young buck. And he's just going, dude, I can't believe I get this. Right. Not only do I have Sting in my corner, but Edge shook my hand and acknowledged that I was even alive.
And he's already had Matt and Jeff Hardy in his corner as well.
Right? Like, how's a guy that went from, he was basically a nobody, really. I mean, he still had his following as most indie wrestlers do. Right. Don't get me wrong. I've never heard of the kid until AEW.
Right. Yeah, neither had I.
And then all of a sudden, Sting's in this kid's corner.
Right.
And then the Hardy Boys. And then who else has been in this guy's corner helping him out in his career? Like,
Right.
really? Like, if this kid can't get over with these superstars in his corner, you need to go back to the Indies, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
No, I mean, this kid is over.
oh no, he is. But I meant
He
like
is.
in the beginning.
Right. Now, and I mean, I'm going to say this because with AEW doing Title Tuesday
Yes.
and a special Dynamite next week,
Okay.
NXT has chosen to absolutely stack their lineup.
Come on, they have to.
As we are getting a WrestleMania weekend rematch from Stand and Deliver with Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes.
Nice.
Carmelo Hayes has a very special GOAT in his corner on NXT next Tuesday. Although you might not be able to see him.
Okay, explain that, please, so that our viewers know what you're talking about.
John Cena appearing on NXT.
Now, is that because NXT is getting desperate for ratings that they got to bring John Cena?
No,
into
it's because they are going head to head with Dynamite next Tuesday.
Should have died.
So they want to stack. Then it was announced that they are getting a very special announcement live from Cody Rhodes next Tuesday.
Oh. Why is Cody Rhodes going on NXT?
Because who was the guy that was pretty much in charge of NXT right from the beginning until his untimely passing?
Oh, I'm drawing a blank.
Dusty.
Shit, that's right too, eh? Oh, dude, sorry, I forgot all about that.
And then, to mention, as NXT went off the air, we found out that Braun Breaker is going to have somebody special in his corner.
Oh my God,
as authorized by one tribal chief, Braun Breaker will have Paul Heyman.
Nah, come on. Dude, I would have flipped if it would have been either his dad or his uncle would have showed up.
Yeah. No, because of incidents that happened a year and a half ago, right now Rick Steiner is sort of being kept low key out of wrestling and conventions and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
what happened? I missed it. Like I said, I've been out of wrestling stuff for a little while now.
He was at a wrestling convention, and one of Impact's top knockouts happens to be transgendered. Phenomenal talent. But he got outspoken at a convention, confronted her, and did the whole, oh, there's only two genders.
Oh, no.
So left her and a lot of people feeling very uncomfortable.
That sucks. But at the same time, you got to remember, this dude is how old? He's probably losing his mind at this point. It's starting to slip a little. Is it forgivable? No, it's not. But he's old and he's stuck in his old ways like that,
right. I would love to see I would love to see Scott come back though and do it. I'd love to see his uncle come back.
God, could you imagine how cool that would be?
But here's what I like about it is if you look at it and they're getting Paul Heyman with the bloodline, back when the Steiners, Rick and Scott, were in WWF,
yes,
they feuded And their biggest feud was with the head shrinkers, Alpha and Sika, who happened to be Roman's father and uncle.
Right. Dude, I forgot all about that. See, getting old and losing my mind.
Right? And I here I am, 45, pulling up this wrestling history.
Right?
Where's Chris
Dude,
Best when we
yeah.
need him?
Right? Exactly. How's your game going on that side? I still can't beat this guy.
Mine is, I'm further ahead than I made it the last time.
Have you beat this guy?
No. I never
see,
even
this is
made
where
it
I'm
to
at.
that guy the last time. I'm at like some leader.
Yeah, that's this guy. Shang Long or whatever his name is. Lang?
Okay, I'm not sure.
I feel this game is very much Liza P status. Because these yeah, it's hard not to click the button really fast and really hard. We got to work on getting your video to so we can switch it. I do like the aspect of you could customize your flag.
Right,
You could customize your character. I went very traditional Asian kind of with mine.
right,
I got the beard with like a Fu Manchu kind of thing going on.
right.
Uh, I did put some different armor on my character because you start out with this like blue no name warrior kind of um, garment because it can't even call it armor. It's basically just like a shirt and pants with
Right.
your shoes kind of thing. That's about it. No armor about it at all.
Okay.
Oh, my guy didn't get
So I'm
the
trying to
AI.
figure out right now how I can heal up.
Your up button. There, you got to go to your flag. See how I'm at my flag right now?
Yep.
You go to your flag, go rest, and then in the bottom corner on the left, it'll pop up 3 bottles, and then you use that when you get to your battle. And your life starts getting low, run away and push your up on the D-pad.
Oh, there we go. I did find an area in the pause menu that had stuff about multiplayer.
Really?
Yes. In the settings, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's online settings.
Oh, that would be nice. Maybe we should try that here in a second. If I don't beat this guy. Shit. Ah, come on. Have you set your wizard spells and stuff?
No, because I don't know enough about that stuff.
You need it. Ah, come on. Dude, stop. Like, get off me.
I increased my fortitude rank to level 10. So, and just a reminder for everybody coming up at the top of the hour,
Right.
our good friends Papa Smoke and beautiful Bobby Munson are going to be hitting us with hashtag Triple R Ring Respect Radio.
Definitely a good show to check out. I jump in after this one real quick on my phone and give the guys some props and some love. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. That's what I think I'm going to do. And oh, turn to title screen. Yes. So every time you put in those flags, that's actually a save point. Just to let everybody know.
Yeah.
So if you happen to die repeatedly doing the same thing for the last 3 freaking days, at least you're not starting at the beginning. Okay, so we go into pardon me, online settings.
And yeah, when you get your level that says level up, there's a thing there that says online lobby, but it's grayed out.
Yeah, it's weird. Theater. What's theater? Oh, it's just the different videos you can play. Let's play one of the videos. See what happens here. I'm just gonna unmute my video here for everybody. This is just one of the videos I'm gonna play for everybody here.
Elixir, the secret of the eternal path, a prize sought by the sovereigns of old. Among them was the first emperor of the Qin, who lusted for immortality. The result of his quest to obtain the forbidden medicine was a catastrophe. The elixir's power proved overwhelming. And in the years following the dynasty's demise, it continued to exert a shadowy influence on conflict and political machinations. Many moons pass, and the Han Empire faces its final days. In these dark times, Elixir once again threatens to become the catalyst that awakens the dragons lying dormant across our land.
The yellow heaven must rise! The azure heaven is dead! Bear witness to the power of your younger brother. The world shall soon bask in the majesty of the yellow heaven. Bring prosperity for all.
So yeah, I'm at actually. I've never made it this far the last time I played.
Okay.
So the fact that I've reached this Zhang Liang,
Yeah, he's hard. Bobby, I'm sure this is Bobby. He says, "What's up, guys?"
oh, just playing some Wo Long.
I'm just showing the opening video segment to the game for everybody. This is how the game starts, literally with this video.
Yes, and stay tuned for that beautiful man that we are pretty sure is Bobby Munson coming up at the top of the hour again with hashtag Triple R Ring
Yes.
Respect Radio.
So
Thank
that.
you.
Oh,
for
it's not done
saving
yet.
me.
Sorry.
I'm glad you've recovered from your injuries.
I found you, bearer of the eternal elixir field.
There you go. Now it's done. And then there's 4 other videos, or 3 other videos in there that basically just show you different parts of the game. Again, this is on my. If I can't beat this guy in the next couple days, I'm deleting the game. To be honest,
Right?
because it tells you, oh, use your jade power to win this, and they don't teach you anything about jade power to this point.
Right.
I'm like, oh, what the hell? So it becomes very frustrating.
Right. Absolutely.
Again, it's just like I said, it's like Liza P. When you get to the first boss, it's too hard. Like you should always. I have things that I expect from games. If you're gonna have difficult, if it's gonna be hard like this, make it so that you have like an easy, medium, and hard.
Right.
Okay, let me play it on an easy mode so I get used to the controller, get used to what buttons do what. Cool. Then you can step it up to what the game is supposed to be, which is hard. Don't just throw me into the fucking lion's den. I'm not Daniel here, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so from that video that you seen that I just showed at the beginning,
So they are allowing me to put my picture in picture at the bottom of the screen outside of
oh,
the actual Boar's Nest window.
but it won't show it here.
Right.
Is that what's going on right now? It's kicking
Yeah.
it over. We'll get it figured out, bro. Yeah, it's not even letting it load. So while it's loading, just put mine back up on stage.
Yep.
There we go. So like I was saying, when you were watching that video, the guy that's blindfolded that says, "Oh, I'm glad you recovered from your injuries," he actually becomes your friend and follows you and helps you defeat evildoers in the game, which is the gentleman you see right here beside me, and that's my banner that I designed in the game. You see it glowing here beside me as well. So you can change the colors. They have like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 12 different colors you can choose from. As far as like mine's green, you got gray, green, blue, red, yellow, orange. magenta, black, white, all that. Then you could pick the red writing. You could change the color on that too. I made it red because that's very um, Japanese-esque for me. Is the
Right.
red letters. So I just made it red. There is a in the background a crest in the background. I don't think you can see it there very well. You can't change the color of that. It stays the color it is. Um, but yeah, you get to change all that. I just made it emerald green because I like that color. It's very cool. It reminds me a
Right.
lot of what's that movie? Wizard of Oz with the Emerald City. It reminds me a lot of that.
Right.
And it's got writing in it and different things. Like there's different marks in the strips on the outside and the bottom. There's different writing. The top part has a cloud in it with again another Japanese symbol. So it's very like I said, it's very time specific and era specific,
Right.
where all your lettering and the red writing in there is from that time and that period, which super cool. It's the only reason I haven't deleted the game yet, to be honest, is that it's very authentic to the time period.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try. I've added some new wizardry spells, so I'm gonna see if these
Hey,
actually help me. I had one, but I didn't realize that I could increase a whole bunch of them in one shot.
yeah, you could get like 8 of them at once if you got all. If you have 8, I've got 5, so that's all I can put on there.
Yeah, I've got 5 as well, so find out and see if any of these do anything.
Oh, come on, man. This guy's super hard. Like, again, if I don't beat him soon, I'm just going to delete the game and
Right?
make room.
I mean, this is the furthest I've made it, and from the last time I couldn't get around anything. So, but again, this is not my style of game. I just thought that, when I heard there was multiplayer available for it, I figured, well, let's give it a shot.
Right? Okay, so this is where I'm at now. I've defeated him, but what ends up happening is he changes. There's a whole video for it, and I'm out of stuff to give myself more life. So now I'm SOL, and it doesn't automatically lock onto him anymore. So you got it's you know what I mean. Unplug that. That's just pointless at this point. So
I can't even move away from him quickly enough to.
right, it becomes a big pain.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I'm just gonna delete it. I'm not impressed with it. The graphics I am, the idea behind the game is cool. I appreciate that. I like that. Um, but when your first boss mutates into the unstoppable, that's just a bit much for me.
Right.
and literally is like the hardest thing to beat. Like you can't get near them, you can't get away from them, you can't. By the time you get there, you have zero health left. Like
Right.
to restore your health. Yeah, it's gotten to be a bit much. Oh, that's pretty cool little screen now. Huh. Again, people, if you have a game that you want us to try out, that's even if it's not multiplayer, let us know. We will we will try it. I have zero issue downloading a free game to try.
Yeah, and yeah, it won't even let me jump to dodge his attacks or anything like that. So
See what I'm saying? It just goes from, oh, this is a pretty cool game to this is just super annoying and it's gonna piss me off.
yeah,
I do know we need to start our hockey season soon.
yes,
We need to get that downloaded and started.
yes. I'm gonna have to sit there and see if I can figure out some good settings because when
And football.
I tried NHL 23.
Okay.
Now NHL 24 is about to come out.
Yes.
But 23, when I played it, I couldn't make or receive a pass to save my life. Like it would just do the puck bouncing.
Oh. All right. Well, let's go in here. NHL 24, Xbox One. Okay. I see what you're saying. But we
But
could do NHL 23.
yeah, that's the one I couldn't do any passing on. The
Now,
passing
did you?
wouldn't do.
Sorry, go ahead.
I went into all of the sliders, and I'm going to say this. And I know I went on a rant about these annual games and them not changing anything. But
Yes.
NHL 22 and 23 are the worst NHL games I've ever played.
Oh yeah. Is NHL 24 going to be free, or is that we're going to have to pay for that?
It will come free probably about 6 months into the season. Usually
Okay.
early in the new year. Like it with the season starting Wednesday, I would expect it February.
Okay. Okay, let me see. NHL. Did you get the Xbox Series X/S or just Xbox One?
Just the Xbox One.
Okay, so that's the one I'll download so that we can play it together. There we go.
And I am deleting Wolong as of right now.
Mine's already been deleted, my friend. That's why
Yeah.
you got that screen right now over here.
Yep.
Like I even re-downloaded Roblox so that the kid
Right.
and I can play it.
Right.
Yeah, because it's just
If you want a
yeah.
fun game for the kiddo to play, in your Game Pass, go look for Disney Pixar Rush.
Disney Pixar. Okay, let me see that. Game Pass. Is it the Rush Adventures?
It might be. It should have
It's
pictures of the Incredibles,
yeah,
Ratatouille. Yeah.
yeah, that's it. All
You
right,
want to
I'll download
watch
that
her
too.
you want to watch her have a ball?
There we go. Yeah, she likes playing. I wish we could do it on here, and if I had the ability with the proper computer, I would do it. Is play Nintendo on here.
Right?
Like Mario Kart or Mario Party, or you know what I mean, just to
Right.
have that extra little. But you can't do that stuff with Nintendo. You can't. I tried to download Twitch on the Switch, and it won't.
Really?
It won't work. It says it's
That is
incompatible.
weird. That is weird.
Now maybe it was just the way I was trying to download it. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out because if I can, dude, I would do that on here a couple times.
Right.
That would be wicked cool. Okay, let me get this set up. I'm just gonna take this down now because that is a cool
It
little
is.
video that they got, but
I just took mine down, so
it's
oh, and now it's going to allow me to add my blank screen to the stage.
there you go. All right. You know what time it is, my friend?
It is time for beautiful Bobby Munson and Papa Smokes to hit us with some Ring Respect Radio. So, gentlemen, you have a fantastic show, and we will catch you all on the flip side.